Hey everybody watching Hyper Tiger X Team, my name is Tiger, and today you are watching me play Rogue Legacy, the super fun game of knights and roguelikes, and the knight. My duties are to my family. And I'm standing in a sepia-toned, no, I'm moving again, but I am loyal only to myself. Ooh, and now I'm in control. I'm just whacking everything. I'm gonna get through this as fast as possible so I can actually get into the proper game. One thing that I do really actually like about this already, I mean, I've played this game a lot if you couldn't tell by my save files, but one thing that I really like about this game already is how the credits are presented right here. They're like actually really cool because I like it when the credits are part of the tutorial. They're kind of non-obstructive and all that kind of thing. Right. Bam! We hit the king in the back, and suddenly our game, it begins. We begin with level 0, 100 health, 100 life, no gold, 100 mana, basically nothing. But now we can start collecting and read. Journal entry number 1. Treason! An assassin has wounded my father the king. To bring order back to the kingdom, he has sent my siblings and I on a quest to save him. Together we will venture into the cursed woods and enter Castle Hampson. This cursed castle has stood on the edge of the woods since time immemorial, but rumours say that within it dwells an item which will cure any ailment. Tonight I will get a head start over my brothers and sisters and set forth on my quest while they lay asleep. To fail this quest would be an embarrassment to my name. Right, obviously somebody has been in here before us then. Now, the thing about this game is that death is expected. Death will happen a whole bunch. Like, to think that you aren't going to die in this game is just ridiculous, because basically it's a roguelite upgrader. So what you do is you go through, you beat it as much as you possibly can in one run, you die, and then you spend your money, which is basically the next character's inheritance, on upgrades so that they can do better on their pass through. And every time you go through, the castle changes in layout because it is a roguelite, and you just repeat that ad infinitum until you have 100% beat it. But even then, after you have like 100% beat it, there are some super awesome ways that it allows you to continue to progress. And I'm really just basically thoroughly impressed with that. Ooh, I got a new weapon. Always nice. I've already found the first boss. I mean, I've got a good pile of gold here. But I don't think I'm really equipped enough to beat the first boss at this point in time. And okay, nice little dead end there. Very good. Oh god, enemies everywhere. Shit. Bollocks, okay. See, but that's what happens. You die, you get trapped by stuff, and first run through, you're not really equipped to handle much of anything. So now we basically have to pick a new character, and that is defined by their class, some traits, and a spell. As we can see, we've got a knight. The knight is the standard hero, they're just an all-rounder. Traits you can have 1 or 2 of, so this one here basically has hypergonadism, which is somebody who is like super duper buff and their attacks knock back their opponents even further. This person is gay, which is really cool, and if you happen to beat the game with a gay character, it does something really awesome in the final cutscene-y type thing. And this person is an ectomorph, so they're really skinny, which is the exact opposite of this character. This person will get knocked back heaps every time they get attacked. They are also a knave. A knave has really low stats, low health, low mana, everything like that, but they have a huge crit ratio. And then this person is also a knave. They have coprolalia, which doesn't really do anything properly. It just kind of makes them swear when they get hit. And they have gigantism, which means that they are enormous, which gives them some stat buffs. But I just want to pick this one, the normal one with hypergonadism. And now we can unlock things on our castle with the money that I just earned. So I unlock the smithy, which basically gives us access to armor and blueprints and things like that. I can increase our health and I can increase our mana, but I actually want to spend my money that I just earned on some armor, because there's already armor here. I can get a new sword, I can get a new helm, and can I get that? No, can't afford that. Maybe I can afford some health. I can! Hooray! And every time you unlock something new in there, basically it unlocks another bit of the castle for you to go through. And the reason I wanted to spend as much gold as possible is because every time you go back in, at the moment, you have to give this guy all of the money that you had. So you're basically starting afresh, but with better gear. Interesting mechanics, ouch. The other thing that the knight can do that I always forget is the knight has the ability to block, but I always forget how. And I'm about to die without actually having done anything. I don't have enough gold to unlock anything and I'm about to die. I have no skill and I must restart. But that's okay. I get to pick another character and try not to die quite so much. Okay, so this person is a barbarian. They take a lot less damage. So I'm going to pick this person. You'll also get to see Coprolalia in action. And I can now turn my knights into paladins as well, which is nice. It gives them a bit of a stat boost. It spent all of my gold, but that's okay because I was about to spend all of my gold anyway. You can see how much bigger being a giant makes me. Very nice. I feel very powerful with this lady. Just hitting on everything as I run along. Oh, this is going to hurt. There we go. Making my way through the castle. Killing things. Oh look, I got an obol. Okay, so that item that I got just there is actually like mega useful. That item basically, next time I come into the castle, stops me from having to pay all of my gold, which means I can earn gold 2 times over, essentially, and spend it all at once, which is like really, really neat. Oh my god, there's stuff everywhere. Wow, that was kind of, ow! That was kind of pitiful. There we go. I've fallen into a pit and I can't get out of it. Let's go oop. There we go. Those moving paintings are possibly the most frustrating enemy at this stage. Mostly because they just move too much for me to contend with properly. Actually, no, there is one more enemy that's more frustrating, which is these eyeballs. These eyeballs that they like fire blood at you out of themselves, but the blood basically can travel through any surface. It's wicked frustrating. Oh my god, could you not? Thank you. Oh, I died though. Oh well. I was doing really well that time too. So now this time, just to demonstrate, I'm not going to spend any of my money. I don't want any of these characters. So let's have this bald lady knave. Not going to spend any of my money, so that you can see how the obol works. Boop. See, still got all of that money that I had before. Isn't it nice? Isn't it lovely? This is the knave. As you can see, I have like super low health, super low attack, unless I do a crit. Luckily, I do like much more crits than other classes do, which is pretty useful. The first 2 goes through of this game are always kind of getting yourself set up with a nice little base of stat operations, picking what kind of builds you're going to go for, that kind of thing. I mean, eventually you unlock everything anyway, but your initial build kind of decides how well you might fare in certain things. Timing. You might notice the difference between me playing Meat Boy and me playing this game is in this game I actually do tend to be quite a bit more patient. Oh, bum. Because I recognise that timing in this game is much, much more important. Okay, so we can be a tiny barbarian. Let's be the tiny barbarian, because there is the potential when you're playing a very small character like this, that you will actually get to do something really neat, like go through a tiny secret hidden passage, which could be wicked useful, yo. I know I like it. This will probably be my last go through for this video because I'm starting to run out of time. Hope that you've been enjoying it. This, of course, this is another game that I got for free. This is another game that I got for free on the PlayStation Network. In fact, this was the very first PlayStation Network game that I ever got for free, and it was the reason that I got the PlayStation Plus thing. And I legitimately, it is one of my favorite games ever. I'm so super glad that I got it, and for a very long time it was the reason why I kept my PlayStation Plus subscription, because I love it so much. I really like the gameplay, I like everything about it, and occasionally you find little nice rooms that have concept art and stuff in them, which is nice. The game is chock full of Easter eggs, hidden stuff that you don't expect, and to be like they put a lot of effort into this. Unlike like there's a couple of the things that you get on the PlayStation Network free these days, like in that little monthly PlayStation games thing, which they have not put much effort into at all, and that is not where I want to go. The castle has 4 separate areas. It has one called this, which is Forest Abkhazia, which is the 2nd stage. It has this, which is the Maya, which is the 3rd stage, and then it has a basement, which is the 4th stage. You start off in the 1st stage. Obviously, it is recommended that you don't progress through to the 2nd stage until you have actually beat the boss of the 1st stage. Because, like, why would you risk that? Why would you risk doing that? Unless you're super duper into it. No, he just takes your money and then gives you 1 in 3 chance to do stuff, and I am so not here for that. Fairy chests. Okay, so the deal with fairy chests, they're a little bit complicated. You basically have to fulfill all of the requirements of a task in order to unlock a chest that contains a rune that you then get to use with a certain character in the game. However, because I don't have the ability to do that, I'm just going to ignore it, and I'm starting to like super wicked run out of time, so I am just going to start to run through with little to no regard for my own well-being, so that I can die before time runs out. Hey look, there's that eyeball character that I told you I hate. Isn't that cool? Kill me, kill me. There we go, thank you. Okay, that is it from me. This has been a fantastic game. I hope that you enjoyed this game. If you did like this game, please tell me in the comment section below. If you would rather I play something else next time, then also please tell me that in the comment section below, and I will cease playing this probably in a couple of weeks because I love it so very much. But until then, I will see you next time. This has been lovely. Okay, bye-bye.